Hi, I'm Travis, and I'm on a mission to create a tabletop miniatures game completely from the ground up and completely in-house. That means I'll be handling all of the 3D modeling, the graphic design, the marketing, and all of the manufacturing involved. This is a personal goal of mine, but for this video and some of the ones following, I wanted to kind of give you a peek behind the scenes of where I'm at in that process and what this process looks like. Because maybe you have an idea for a miniatures game, a board game, or something similar. And I think that it might be beneficial for you to see how it's being done by somebody else. So, this isn't to say that this is the absolute right way to do any of it. I'm kind of just winging it and I'm learning as I go, and I'm having a blast doing it for the most part. But I figure if any of what I'm doing can help somebody else achieve their creative goal and create something awesome, then why not share it? So, the first part I want to go over is 3D modeling. For my workflow, I generally start out by modeling something in CAD. Now, this is just kind of a rough shape, but I'm trying to capture the overall dimensions and fitment of the component that I'm working on. After I've got kind of a rough shape of what model I want to produce, then I go ahead and print up a prototype. This allows me to double check that the fitment is correct and that the proportions are looking pretty good. I'll then take my 3D model into a program like Blender or Plasticity, and I'll begin building on top of that, adding various details and really just finishing up the piece. So when it comes to 3D printing prototypes of my terrain, like this repair station, I have two FDM printers. I have the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon and I have the Bamboo Lab P1S. Now, I actually really like these printers. I like the consistency, the quality, and the print speed, but they're not the end all be all for FDM printing. There's a lot of different options on the market that would work just as well, especially for just prototyping. I actually don't really make use of the AMS because I don't use a whole lot of multicolor models, but I still think the X1 Carbon and the P1S are both great machines. Now, when it comes to printing the miniatures, I use UV resin printers. The two machines I'm currently running are the Elegoo Saturn Ultras. I think these printers are absolutely fantastic, especially for the money. You really can't find a better deal for the quality that you get out of these printers. Are they perfect? No, absolutely not. Do I still have print failures? Yeah, especially when I don't dial in my settings correctly or I don't make sure, I've done all the proper steps if I get in a hurry. But overall, I really can't complain about these printers very much. They've been absolutely reliable. The very first resin printer I ever used was the Elegoo Mars Pro, which is a lot smaller and a lot lower quality. It's actually a lot older. But after I got these two machines, I've been able to up my production and the quality of the prints. I think it's worth saying that I bought all these machines myself. I haven't been given anything by any of these companies. I'm not affiliated with them at all. Now, funny story, I actually received an email last week from a 3D printing company, and they make very, very high quality, basically industrial production standard UV resin printers. And they're really great. I mean, I'm assuming they're great. I haven't tried one myself. But they emailed me saying they'd seen some of my videos and they thought their product would be a great fit for me. And I got really excited because I was like, wow, maybe they will send me one for free. Isn't that the dream, right? Well, no, it turns out they just wanted to schedule a sales call and tried to sell me a $6,000 machine, which I just don't have the budget for that. And if you're like me and you don't have a super high budget, then definitely pick up one of these Elegoo Saturn Ultras because you really can't get better quality for the money. So recently I spent a good chunk of my life out here getting this all cleaned up. And one of the reasons was to film these videos, and I want to do more filming out here. But also I wanted to make space because in the next month or so, I'm going to be bringing in some more equipment that I'll be showcasing in future videos. The idea is that I want to handle all of the production for my game myself, and therefore I'm going to need more than just a few 3D printers. So as I already mentioned, the goal of this video is to not only showcase how I'm making my game, but to hopefully help and inspire others to make something awesome themselves. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. And until next time, I'll catch you later.